So first, let me let you know what this is about. So this is about the new batch that I would be starting for CCNP to CCI Enterprise version 1.1, and these are some agenda for the day. It's going to be a short presentation for the day to set a platform for this batch and to let you know what are materials that you would be receiving in this batch. So in today's session, we will be talking about the course module and the roadmap to CCNP to CCI. I'll be demonstrating few labs. I'll be showing you the workbooks and all these details. Okay, more towards what is this whole batch about, what's the duration, what would be the class schedule. So first 1.5 hour I would be taking, and then I'll hand over to my counselor Sajid, and he will be talking from the pricing part and the time slot, the time schedule, and rest of the things. So stay tuned till the end of this session. And for today, you don't have to take any notes. You can just relax and watch the presentation. Might be when we start from the next Saturday, which is a locked session. So we expect you to come up with your own preparation so that if there is any important point, you can take it down. And it's going to be a locked session. So you can ask your doubts, you can ask your prediction doubts. If you have anything related to your lab concerns, you can clear it in the class. All right. So that is how this goes on. So today, sit, relax, and just enjoy the presentation and make your mind if in case you want to get enrolled to this. There are few who have already enrolled recently. So I'll be considering both enrolled and non-enrolled as of now in this batch, and be going with a generic presentation so that everyone are on the same track and don't feel left out throughout this session. So first, let me introduce myself. As you all know, might be you might have attended one or more training from me. So my name is Sagar Dhawan, and I have 15 years of experience, and I teach courses like CCI Enterprise, CCI Security, network automation, firewalls like Palo Alto, FortiGate, then Cisco DNAC. So these are few topics that which I cover usually, and I am also a corporate trainer. So I have delivered training on CCI security for one of the Egypt client, and also the network automation for one of the Indian MNC. So this keeps on going throughout day and night. The training is something which I love to handle, and might be you might have come across my one or other video, might be in past. I have a lot of videos on my YouTube channel as well. So okay, so that's a bit on me. I'll definitely have you guys also introduce yourself, but before that, let me first brief you about this course. So this is about CCI Enterprise course. Now the minute you hear the word CCI, don't be afraid. We don't start CCI all together just on the first class. So I've prepared a very proper roadmap for that. So we will be first going with few bridging topic from CCNA to CCNP. So this is basically CCNP Encore and NRC, which consists of almost 160 topic, which consists of Encore and NRC module. And then we will next move to the Cisco SD-WAN topic, which is again an enterprise CCNP concentration paper. And then I have a dedicated topics for the Cisco DNAC lab, which again consists of the onboarding, creation of hierarchy order, and the automation and rest of the things for DNAC. And then finally we move to the CCI Enterprise version 1.1. Okay, which is again topic by topic. So the approach would be different when we would be covering CCNP, Encore, NRC, SD-WAN, and DNAC. It would be more like uh, it would be more like the concept, and then you do that concept on the lab and see the output. But when we go towards CCI Enterprise, it would be more like a ticketing system, ticketing kind of thing. So I have some examples too. I can show you how the approach looks like, or how the approach differs from CCNP level to CCI level. Okay, I'm not talking about CCNA because nowadays CCNA 200301 is, however, not a mandatory course. You can directly start with CCNP and core itself, right? So that's what it is. So if in case you do not know a bit on the Cisco certification, so let me write it this way. So CCNA is not mandatory. It's a optional paper these days. You can start directly with CCNP Enterprise, which used to be a routing switching previously. Now this has been changed the last 3-4 years. So I believe by now you might have already be aware of this. However, if not, then Enterprise is the new name, and it used to be called routing switching. This consists of two modules, that is Encore and NRC. Okay, advanced routing switching. And also, if you want to be specialized with SD-WAN, then you can go with this. So there is SD-WAN. If you want a dedicated topic for automation, you can take that. Right. So in this course, I'll be teaching you the Encore, NRC, and also DNAC, which is part of SD access, and also finally the CCI lab topic. So if you're preparing for a lab, or if you're not only or might be your intention is only from the skill set, that is your choice. But no one stops you from learning the advanced topic, because it will definitely help you to crack interviews and all other things, right? So even if you're not writing your paper, but at least from the advanced level, it's better that you have a knowledge if you're 5+ experienced and looking for job switch or something like that. So what are we having in this course is, you have Encore, you will have NRC, you will have SD-WAN, you will have DNAC, and you will have CCI. So those people who are looking for a combination CCNP to CCI, then you will get all this. If in case you're only interested for CCNP, Encore and NRC, then you can also pick it up only the first two module. So you guys will be done with the first two, and then we continue for the others with the SD-WAN, DNAC, and the enterprise. So that is what I have prepared here. So those who would be going with Encore and NRC, you will expect this topic to be covered. Though there is one small topic for SD-WAN, SD access, DNAC, but they are just a class theory, conceptual class, no lab included. But if you take the entire package, then you get the in-depth hands-on on SD-WAN. You will have the DNAC lab, and also you will have the enterprise lab. Okay. Now this is from the outline. Okay, this is bit from from the outline training roadmap. Let me also show you some walkthrough on the CCNP lab, on the SD-WAN, and on the CCI lab, so you understand how the labs would look like. So we use this emulators, which is, you might have heard about GNS, EVNG, PNet Lab. So this is an emulator where we can perform most of routing, switching, SD-WAN, and DNAC related labs. So first, let me show you the CCNP lab. So how many of you are at least a CCNA certified here?
I'm CCNA.
I think I could not hear you guys. Are you
Yes, I
at
have.
least a CCNA certified or on the verge of CCNP?
I'm CCNA certified.
Okay. Okay, because I'm talking from CCNP to CCI level, and I believe you would be able to digest what are we talking. So this is basically for someone who has done CCNA or have a experience of 5 plus and wants to upskill towards Cisco CCNP and Cisco CCI. Okay, so this is from the CCNP Enterprise Lab. Our CCNP itself will have multiple case studies and multiple topics included. I can show you more in terms of the notes and workbook for this. So say for example, what happens here. So when we start with Encore and NRC, we would start with the topics, right? One after one topics. So give me 1 second. Let me open the PDF. Okay, this is my PDF for the CCNP track. We can see all the topics listed here, starting with the switching topic, VLAN, VTP, STP, RSTP, MST. So this is how the topic could be. So first I'll be discussing about the concept, and then I'll be taking you to the lab. You'd receive this materials so that you can also practice at your side. Okay, so for example, if I take you directly somewhere, let's say somewhere to like let's say some random topic. So let's say HSRP. This is very popular topic, and you might have heard about the first hop redundancy, right? So this is one of the protocol HSRP. So we don't only do a basic lab like HSRP, because there are two versions of HSRP, version 2 and version 3. So we will cover both of it. So let's say this is HSRP version 2. These are the tasks related to it, and the configurations are given, and we do the observation. Whatever the key points we see them, we observe them. We see how the HSRP MAC ID has this prefix added. We do see the Wireshark capture to understand what are the different HSRP states. We do see the validation by show commands to understand what to be seen if it's a HSRP related issues, or to see if HSRP is behaving normally. We do see what are the different packets of in the HSRP, what version it is running. This is a Wireshark capture. Okay. And that's this how we proceed with the lab for HSRP. So similar way, when you go towards VRRP, you would see that there are two more versions, V2 and V3. So we lab it, we see the difference, what is the difference between HSRP versus VRRP. And there's also a protocol called GLBP. So this is GLBP. Might be you never heard about it. So this is a protocol where you can achieve a load balancing as well. Okay. What happens in HSRP and VRRP? You will have one active and one primary. You can create groups and still have load balancing, but in this case you have more flexibility with load balancing. You can achieve a first hop redundancy in a very smoother way. So that is how we do the concept plus the lab to understand that particular protocol in very better way. Okay, so let me again take you randomly to something. Let's say OSPF or BGPs, which is very common these days. You might have heard about it a lot. So let's say OSPF, right? So under OSPF, you can see the different task that's been prepared. So you would do a area zero configuration, which is called single area. You will try to manipulate all the packets, all the factors there, like DR, BDR elections. You can manipulate the router ID. You can manipulate the hello and hold timer, right? So we do more and more hands-on to understand that protocol in very in a convenient way. The reason is because later when we go towards the CCIE, we will not be doing more of theory. Instead, we would be focusing on more on practical. Say, for example, I'll give you one task. Okay, so let's say this is my CCI task or tickets. So I have the topology, and I'll say do this. So this will consist of 1 mark. Put all the VLAN configuration. Might be you will do that because that's very basic concept. Later you continue, which is 2 mark. And here you have to configure ether channel. You have to read the statement. You have to understand what the task it is, right? So it could be to RSTP. It could be to configure the ether channel. You know that there is a PAGP, LACP on. So we will not be discussing theory. The theory would be already covered in the CCNP level. And we would have already done the labs related to that. So if you talk from ether channel, I'll show you the lab that would be involved for ether channels. So let me show you the table of content here. So this is VTP, STP, MSTP, DTP, Ether channel. So it comes under 63. So in case if you don't recall, I'll just quickly take you to the lab for Ether channel. Okay. So this is the lab where I say that configure PAGP, configure LACP, configure on, configure LACP fast, configure minimum number of port channel, maximum number, make the tweaking. So most of the basic labs you would have done on the CCNP level. When you go to CCI level, it would be more hands-on. And as I said, if you're not writing CCI lab, totally understandable. But this will help you in your production. Plus, in case if you're looking for a job switch or something, definitely the level of questions can be answered in a very better way. Okay, and also I provide the notes for all the topics that we discuss, because right now we checked only the lab workbook, right? So if in case I show you let's say the notes for ether channel, so it's something which you should able to easily go through and see. This is the notes for the first few topics, switching topic. So let me take you to ether channel. Okay, so this is how the topics, the reading notes look like. And we discuss all this in the class. The flow of the class is, when we start with CCNP, we first go through the theoretical concept, and then we go into the lab mode, and then we do practice whatever the CCNP workbook is. All right, and that is how we cover the CCNP portion. And later, when we go towards the CCI, it would be more like ticket-based concept. So we have the scenarios. We will have the scenarios, and we try to configure them. So this is a pre-running configuration. Okay. So if the answers are needed, then I will also provide you another workbook in a separate file, so that whenever you feel lost, you can go back and do it yourself as well. Okay, so this would be the answers for these tasks. So if you see from here, you need to bring up the LACP, you have to bring the spanning tree protocol. You are going to set the VLAN as per this task. Okay, and you have set the priority 0, and then you are creating a root guard so that you don't lose the root role of this. So that is how the topics by topics it goes. And I was showing you one of the lab, that is CCNP. So let's say if you are practicing switching topic on this lab. So let me show you which block is for switching. So this section is for the switching topic. Later for EIGRP, OSPF, we will take up this section for stub, okay, for external routes, for all the other scenarios of OSPF, multi-area. So this is going to be the section for it. EIGRP, load balancing of traffic, manipulation of multiple path, K variance, and lot of other things we talk about here. When we go to all IP services like DHCP, NTP, syslog, right? So this would be the block. And this will be for BGP, IBGP, EBGP, redistribution. So we will be talking about that in this section, and all related to tunneling like DMVPN, MPLS, site to site, GRE. This would be the section for it. And as you know that BGP is a core topic, so you will find topics discussed like route manipulations, okay, or path manipulation. So for that we have all the small labs here. So we can expect behave based on the weight BGP path manipulation, right? And AS path propagation. So all that you can do it over here. So this is where we will do all the incoming and outgoing path manipulation. And full mesh and BGP configuration, we will do it in this block. So that is how this lab looks like. Okay, almost all the topics, even the wireless topic or span, R span, ER span, everything is doable on this lab. So this is going to be your CCNP topic. Now, once we have done with CCNP, then we will be going towards the SD-WAN. And as per the Cisco certification, there is a dedicated CCNP concentration paper for SD-WAN as well. And that we will cover over here in this lab. So you have all your controllers, you have V-edges. Okay, so you have ISP1, ISP2. So this is the lab that you would be receiving it, and you would be practicing over on this lab. Okay, from A to Z, from a very beginner level to a expert level, where you can do the policy templates, automation, and lot of other things on the lab. After that, we go to DNAC. So DNAC, I'll take it in a different lab, which as of now I don't have the IP, but I'll prepare that and be giving it in the class as well. So in the DNAC, I'll be showing you the onboarding of the devices, the hierarchical order, the upgrades from the DNAC, the configuration push from the DNAC, the REST API concept of DNAC, okay, and the different aspect of DNAC which you need it. And also we have one lab for DNAC and Cisco ISE integration that will also be showcased. Okay, DNAC to ISE integration. And then when we go to CCIE, I have two labs with me. One lab is something like this. This is CCIE. I will show you the workbook of that. So this is how the workbook look like. As I told you, in the case of the CCI practical, we will not be doing much of theoretical concept. It would be more of ticketing or troubleshooting. So let's say you have a task, you go to this to that particular section and you configure the needful things and see the validation. So this is all with the configurations and all the validation. Okay, so this is how it looks like. So let's say if you go to some topics like okay, let's say in the case of BGP, we have BGP AS path filter with filter list, right? Which is 131. Let's see what is 131. See. So configure S4 to deny all prefixes, right? So this is the configuration. And which block of that to be done? You will find the network diagram here. So this is the diagram, or you can also have the view of it. So this is how it looks like. So these are the different BGP AS numbers. Okay. And we have also added the SD-WAN controllers here, because you know that CCIE Enterprise has the SD-WAN over here. Okay, so all the different tunneling concept and the routing, advanced routing, they all will be shown up in this lab. And I also have another lab for the EI purpose. So this is also another lab where you will expect, more ticketing concept that we would be discussing over here. So these two labs you will get it when we go to the CCI classes, and prior to that we will be first solving this lab, and then we have the SD-WAN. Okay, and then as I told, there will be a dedicated DNAC lab as well, and then two labs for CCI. So I think this is sufficient for you to have hands-on tried on most of the topic. Okay, and as when you come from this whole course, you should be master of your enterprise topics. Okay, so just let me give you a bit of like how this is framed. So this is how the approach is: Encore, NRC, SD-WAN, DNAC, and enterprise. These are the lab topology. These are the course content that is from the official blueprint. Okay, and regards to the batch start, so we are starting it from the next week, next weekend. Let's say 7th December. From 9 p.m. onwards, okay, 9 to 11 p.m. IST. So my backend counselor, he will be explaining you more about the batch time and all the rest of the thing. So first, let's discuss about the technical part, and then I'll be handing over to him. So as of now, do you have any question with anything that I displayed on my screen? Are you good with whatever I just demonstrated? If you have any question, you can let me know so I can share with you.
Yeah, Subhash here. What about that ACI? ACI will be covered on this, or it will be different?
ACI is a data center concept. It's not enterprise concept. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do we get access to PNet? Is that something that's set up for us? We just have to log in, or what is PNet?
Yeah, so basically how would we give you the access? I'll just show you that as well. So let's say we have see, this is the interface that we give to our participant. So can you just try from your side if you have kind of let me put it on the chat window. Even others can try from their country or their source. So do you get the access to put your login credential? So this is how we give the access to our lab or racks. So once you have the access, my backend would create the credentials for you, login account for you, and that's how you can log into the lab and you get the access to these labs. All this will be kept inside your account. So
Okay, yeah, I see I clicked on the link that you put in chat and I got access to that
yes,
guacamole.
exactly. Yeah.
Yes,
So
okay.
yeah. Yeah, so this is how the student account we create in the backend. So once you have your account created, then you can just log in from a very simple from the browser based approach. You don't need to have any VPN or RDP or Citrix or VDI anything. It's very simple browser based lab. If you need RDP, we can also provide you the RDP like MSTC, and if you want to get access via that, we can do that as well. So we have different ways to connect. This is one of the simplest way from the browser based.
So, Venkat here.
Yeah, hi Venkat. Yes, tell me.
Yeah, so inside this portal, what are the things we can see, like workbooks and lab manuals, lab things, or we'll get like all the configuration part also.
Yeah, I will tell you as soon as we onboard to our course, what all things you will receive. You will receive access to the LMS. This is where all your video recordings of the daily classes will be uploaded, and this is going to be a lifetime access. So the video access is always with you. And in the same portal, you will also get access to Google Drive. Let me show you the look and feel of the Google Drive. Give me a second. So this is the place where you basically can download all the materials. The PDF which I was showing you, you can download it. So I have kept it under our official account. All our paid courses materials are stored here. So we have like automation, ACI, SD-WAN, VXLAN, CCI, and Nexus, Ansible, security, CCI security, ASA, firewall mastery, Palo Alto, all these things. Okay. Now coming to the enterprise and NP. So this is what the access you guys will receive. You can see two files here. One of them is home lab in case if the participant want to have the lab on his or her laptop. So you can have it because we are giving you the ready-made file here. And all the rest that I was showing you, the PDFs for workbook and the notes, that would be over here. So this is where the class notes are kept. So if when you open them, so these are the topic based notes, and the workbook for the same would be kept over here. So when you open this, you will get the CCNP workbook. So these are downloadable. There's an option here. You click on this and you download and keep it with you. And in future, if there is any update coming in, then I'll update it on my G drive, and I'll notify in the group, and that's how you will get the updated material as well. Okay, so this is the CCNP. Similar way, uh, for the CCI, I mean for the other things also, we will give you in the same manner. So this is how the different CCI and all those things are kept. So if you go to CCI topics, these are the practice labs for that. Okay, and similar way for SD-WAN also, we have a separate collection. Let's say there are like 10 workbooks. Okay, so this is how the SD-WAN workbook looks like.
Okay.
Yeah, so regards to the material, do not worry. As soon as you get onboarded, we give you those access to LMS where you will find the upcoming videos that we have it in the live class plus the Google Drive and also the login credentials to the rack. Rack in the sense the PNet Lab emulator. So which I showed you sometime back on that 106 based IP.
Yeah.
Okay, and in case if you need the home lab setup on your own machine, then we also give you the ready-made file, which we will help you with the installation and deployment. My backend team will assist you on Ultra Weaver or Zoom or WebEx and deploy it in your machine as well. But you should have the needful resource. For CCNP Encore plus NRC, it almost needs like 16 GB RAM with 4 core CPU with 50 GB of hard disk, let's say storage. When you go to SD-WAN, because those controllers are very RAM intensive, it takes at least 32 GB for the RAM with 8 core CPU and let's say around 100 GB of storage. And for CCI practice lab, since they are more like router and switches, so you can still expect like 24 GB of RAM and 6 core CPU and let's say 100 GB of storage. So if you have this with you, this much of resource with you, we can also deploy on your home machine. We will help you over on Zoom meeting or Ultra Weaver and fix this on your lab. If in case you do not have this, you can have the remote lab, which we for the CCI we give you 1 year of access, and that to 24 bar 7. So you can have a most benefit be taken by having 24 bar 7 if you're in a off shift, odd shift, night shift, or whatever shift it is. You can you can have the access at any time so that you can practice at as per your convenience. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is what you get it.
And one more thing, like Saga, we can do our own design and our own practice. We can do in the remote.
Yeah, you can do it. So what we do is, let's say if I close this lab,
Okay.
there is an option to create. So let's say say that test 1, 2, 3, add. So now you get all the nodes that you want to practice here. Okay, so if you want to add, let's say some 10 routers because you want to try some VPNs or something. So you can add 10 nodes. You can do all your connectivity, etc., etc. And if you need one or two minor images like Cisco ASA or Nexus or iOS XE, we can help you with that as well. So we understand our participant would be working professional and would need to have some on production scenario. So we will help you with that as well. Okay. And the approach of power on and all that is very, very easy on this emulator. So you just power them on and kind of bring the emulators. Okay. So they start loading up and give you the console and you can do whatever you want. Okay. So any further questions? Okay, now since I was in telling you in the beginning itself, we will have some quick introduction as well. So I did do mine. Now, if some of you can please introduce yourself, because I see a huge list of participants. So I would like to understand what type of participant we have today. Are they from the CCNA background or from security background or already a CCNP certified or are already a CCI for a routing switching, the old one. So I would like to understand the participant and what they do and what is their experience level. So this will help me to fine tune the upcoming syllabus, and if I feel that few topics have to be added, so I can add them. If I feel some topics could be skipped, the basic one. So it will help me to fine tune the syllabus what I showed you in the Excel. So yeah, go ahead. Let me have few participants who can unmute and share their backgrounds. So who wants to go first?
Yes, Saga. So Venkat here again. So myself, Venkat, I have overall 12 plus years of experience, but in IT I have 6 plus years of experience.
Okay.
So in networking, last 6 years, I'm in networking routing, sorry, switching, not routing.
Okay.
So I have done a CCNA course, but not
Uh-huh.
completed certification.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Nice to have you here. Who wants to go next?
Hi, Chuck Lay here from Chicago. My background, CCNA, about 6 years of networking experience on switching, and just looking to take my exam. So just using this to prep for taking the CCNA, a CCNP Encore, and a NARCI. So this will be a good review for me.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
sure, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember, Chuck, I think you took automation from me for some time back, right?
Yeah, yes, I did. I took
Yeah,
automation sometime back. Yes, yes.
yeah, yeah. It was, I think,
Okay.
the COVID situation somewhere that time.
Yep, exactly. During the COVID. Yes.
Nice to see you here.
Yes. Okay. Same here.
Okay. So who wants to go next? All right. I
I
mean,
think I can
not
go
com
next.
yeah, hi, Christian.
Hi, my name is Chris. So, I'm a junior engineer, network engineer. So, I got a CCNP already certificate, and I've been working on the field for about year and a half now. And I'm just like looking into see more of the automation part because it seems like most of the jobs now they're moving towards like SD-WAN, SDXs, and learning all the stuff it helps a lot, you know.
Yes. So if in case I know you are a part of CCNP to CCI, but let me also tell you that if you're anytime looking for a dedicated automation, then I also do have a demo. Might be after 13 days, I'm starting another batch. So this would be more on Python, Ansible, REST API, and the Cisco DevNet. It's a more focused on the automation side. Okay. So this is for someone if you were looking for automation only. But as you also know that CCNP also has few things related to automation, but not much from that dedicated batch which I was just showing. You have chapter 6, which is 15%. And as per this topic, we would be talking more about REST API, APIs for DNAC, and API for the SD-WAN and the Yang models. So something very specific to the HTTP based automations here. Okay. the graphical interface automation.
Yeah, I think that's good. But the thing seems like they're more going now with the SD-WAN now, because of
Yeah.
and
Yeah, exactly.
SD
Yeah.
access for microsegmentation now, which is
Yeah.
kind of sometimes can be very confusing, especially if
Yeah.
you're coming from a traditional networking experience. Yeah, it can be confusing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So the more of these controller automations being performed using Postman and the Python scripts these days. Okay, so who wants to go next?
Hi, Sagar, and hi, participants. I'm Harold.
Yeah,
I'm
hi,
working
Errol.
in hi, I'm working in networking for 5 years till now, and from last 2 years, I'm doing intensive networking. Before I was in support, and currently I'm working with Aruba products and stuff. I want to go deep and learn. That's my goal for the course.
Okay, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. Thank you, Harold.
Thank you.
All right. So anyone else wants to introduce or can I? Yeah, hi, Ignicio.
Hi, good morning. I'm a repeat student, and I've taken quite a few of your classes, and I find that I always learn something new every time I take your class. So I'm here, and thank you again.
Yeah, thanks,
In
Ignicio, for
security or and automation, and other batches for SD-WAN or for
yes,
CCIE
yes, yes, yeah, yeah. So
Encore or yeah. So
yeah, so
uh,
Ignicio is one of our
thank you.
very old student and been involved with multiple tracks with us. So nice to see you, Ignicio, today. Anyone else have any concern about anything from lab or whatever I demonstrated? Otherwise, I can pass it on to my counselor and he will take it over and give you more details about the batch timing and the pricing and all the rest of the things. All right. So if there is nothing for me, I can pass it on.
Sagar,
Yeah.
one more thing, if you're sharing what are the topics you're covering, if sharing this sheet is well to know for going through this.
Yes, I will be sharing this in the beginning itself.
I think
Yeah.
I didn't receive. I think
Mhm.
I was joined a little bit late.
Okay. I mean, are you the part of our upcoming batch? I'm
Mm,
not sure. I mean, I have shared it in our group where the participants are being enrolled. So I'm not sure if you're enrolled to the batch or not.
Okay.
Okay. So my counselor will be giving you more details about how to enroll to the batch now in some time.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Otherwise, also, I don't mind sharing this. It's a local copy. If you want, I can share it anytime with the participant. I can give you my email ID in the chat. So if you just email me, I will share this. You can have a look. If you feel this course is worth enough to invest your time and money, definitely be part of this course. I'm starting from the next Saturday with 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. IST. Okay. So you can email me at this email ID that I've put up in the chat, and I'm happy to share the file this file with you. Okay. All right. So Sajid, I think you can take over from here. I've answered their technical and lab related concern.
Tango, real quick. It's Jose.
Yeah. Hi, Jose.
So I'm a repeated student. I have several certifications on various vendors, Cisco, Microsoft, VMware. So I have one question. I'm enrolled in the CCNP SP. Will this class be running at the same time or different times?
Uh, I think Sajid will be the right person to answer. What I feel is your SP is 9 p.m. onwards, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So our enterprise would be not overlapping in that case, because the one which I'm taking is 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Or not 9 p.m. I have to wrap by like 8:45, let's assume. Okay. So I think there would be no overlapping. So this would be there's another 15 minutes for your SP to start.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Okay. Sajid, you there in the call?
Yeah, I will
Yeah.
take.
Okay, I'll make you host. Yeah, thank you.
Hello everyone. Sajid this side. So I'm the student relationship manager and the counselor. So I'm here to give you details on the course for the CCNP to CCIE Enterprise. Okay. So let me firstly I want to check I'm audible to everyone.
Yes.
Okay, that's good to hear. Yeah, let me start with the first slide. So here, as you can see, I have mentioned all the course syllabus and class schedule. So what will be the course and how track will goes like one by one modules. Okay, and here you can see CCNP to CCA Enterprise version 1.1 training. Okay, the first module will be for NCore, and then next will be the NRC, which comes under the CCNP Enterprise. Okay, and then next will be the SD-WAN, then next will be the DNAC will be there, and then after that there will be a CCI Enterprise version 1.1. All topics will be covered, some major topics and hands-on labs. Okay, and your production things will be also discussed. So if in case you can ask with the trainer Sagar sir as well, if in case you have any live scenarios you are facing it up, so he is open to discuss all these things. Okay, and after that there will be a dedicated CCA Enterprise boot camp where we'll be discussing the your lab major parts for the certification perspective preparation, and yeah, all labs will be there on the enterprise boot camp, on the CCI Enterprise boot camp at the end. Okay, let me tell you, whoever are going to enroll for the CCNP Enterprise, they'll be getting to learn for the NCore plus NRC. Okay, so these both the papers will be covered under CCNP Enterprise. So those who are going for the CCA Enterprise, they'll be getting all this. Five to six tracks to be completed. Likely, all will be joining together. So once the Encore and NRC will be done, so CCNP track will be closed. So whoever enroll for the CCI Enterprise, they will be moving ahead to SD-WAN track. Then after that, they will go for the DNAC, and after that, they will go for the CCI Enterprise, and then at them there will be a boot camp. Okay. Uh, then let me tell you about the class schedules. This will be going to be a weekend batch, Saturday, Sunday, from 7 p.m. IST to 9 p.m. IST. Okay, and the course duration will comes up for 5 to 6 months. Approximately 6 months it will take. So because we are covering a lot of major topics and all lab scenarios and all, so like half month lesser or more it will take to complete there. Okay, and let me move forward to third slide. Okay, so here as you can see what all access you'll be getting, let's say like course enrollment access details. So once you are going to enroll for this course, so you'll be getting the lifetime recording access. Means what you will be attending the live classes. So let's say on the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, you'll be attending the live session through the Zoom meeting. That recordings will be recorded in our cloud, and that will be uploaded to our LMS from the backend. And that recordings will be getting on the web portal. like whenever you are done with the session, or if in case if you have missed out the session of the today, in that case you can just go after some 1 hour. After 1 hour, the recordings will be available on our web portal. So if in case you missed out, so you can go through the recording, and next day you can catch up to the live class. So, and these recordings will remains with you for lifetime access. Whenever you want, you can access the recordings. And secondly, we are providing you the 24 into 7 backend support from, we are providing you 24 into 7 unlimited lab access. Okay, let me tell you, like we are having the students from the different regions, from Australia, US, UK, then Nigeria, then Malaysia. So overall, we are having Indians and all the students we are, and considering that part, so we are providing 24/7 lab access for each and every student. So for who are going to enroll for the CCNP Enterprise track, they'll be getting the 6 months of 24 into 7 unlimited access without any restrictions, without any time lag. So you can access it whenever you want. You can access for next 6 months once you enroll for this course and when you started the batch. And for total who are going for the CC Enterprise track, they'll be getting it for the 1 year of lab access. So for 1 year, you'll be having your labs with you. So whenever you want, you can go and you can play around with your topologies, what all trainer Sagar sir has covered in the classes. Whenever you get the time, you can practice the labs, and what you can do the practicing all these things. And with that, we'll be providing you the dedicated materials like workbooks, PPTs, PDFs, lab manuals, all the working materials and reading materials, and live scenarios what going to be taken in the classes. So all kind of materials we will be providing you through our G Drive. So from there you can request and you can download, and that G Drive link access remains with you for lifetime. Whenever you want, you can get downloaded from that link. You can save it from on your folders as well. So if in case if you missed out, you can use that links. And secondly, fourth point, we'll be providing you the home lab setup. Let's say if you have the good configuration of your system, then we will help you out to set up a home lab, so that once you are done with your remote lab access, simultaneously you want to practice on your home lab environments with the remote lab access. Simultaneously you are willing to practice on your systems, or maybe you will be having some your personal servers. On that case, you can get a setup, and you will be getting the downloadable files from our G Drive, and if you just request us, we'll be guiding you exactly from where you can download the files. And after downloading, you can just let us know. So I have downloaded so and so files. So one of our team member can assist you on the setting up the home lab. Okay, and fifth point is we'll be providing you the 24 into 7 backend assistance. Like in case, let's say if you are facing any challenges while practicing the labs, and if you are facing any issues, or you are practicing, if you are got stuck in some lab scenarios, if you are not able to move ahead, so in that case you can just you just need to raise a ticket on our support DL. One of our team member will connect with you and we will resolve your issues accordingly in meantime. Okay, and not only for just labs, you can raise a concern about, it may be related to the training, it may be related to the class, or it may be related to your personal doubts, or anything it may be. You just need to raise a ticket on our support DL, which comes like support@networkjourney.com. So we'll be having our dedicated team, so they will be looking it out to the dedicated concern, and they will be redirecting to the exact person who can look into it, and you'll be getting the mail confirmation with your exact solution.